What's the sense of getting intimate into a relationship with a hookup that you met on the date apps? My guest today is Justin Haar, and we are going to tackle this question. My name is Eric, and welcome to the craziness that lives inside my head.
My name is Justin Haar, and I am the founder of the Eden platform, just like the Garden of Eden. I am trying to build it. I think it's possible with today's technology, and we are starting off with trying to bring the world closer together through intimate and close relationships for all genders and sexualities, all on one platform. So I think the first order of business is to really create a platform that sort of bridges the gap between different identities and trying to create more intimate relationships, something that I think is highly lacking in today's society, especially with social media addiction and loneliness epidemics happening and all the different conflicts happening all over the world. I think it's most important that we strive to find intimate connections, for all types of identities. And so that's sort of the initial mission is to create a brand around that, create a platform around that mindset, and then hopefully, you know, continue creating really interesting things. Maybe potentially in entertainment, potentially in economics, but at least we're starting out with like basically a friends and dating application with a social media component. So that's kind of where I am. I'm a software engineer by trade. I've worked as a mobile engineer for about almost 9 years now, working at media companies for a while. And now I'm working on Eden full time for the past around 2 years. So here we are.
Eden, is that an app?
Yeah, it's an app.
Okay. So, is it like a date app or just?
It is, you can call it that, but we're different in that there's no swiping and you can filter by many different genders and sexualities. So however you identify in your profile, you can still filter for any type of gender or sexuality. So that's sort of the crux of the app.
So, but the object is to meet people in person or just
Yeah.
social?
It could be either. I mean, obviously the idea is to meet in person and create, in-person relationships. I think, a lot of these apps don't want you to do that. They're in the business of keeping you on the app, but
Making money, right? Making
yeah,
money.
but we're really trying to narrow down and hone down in on, creating and getting people off the app, right? If you can message each other briefly or video chat or audio chat briefly on the app and then meet in person and exchange numbers, that's what we're going for.
So, do you charge a membership?
It's a freemium model. So there's a free version with ads and some limitations, and then there's a premium version as well called Eden Plus.
So, what do you get with the Eden Plus?
Oh, that's a great question. So with Eden Plus, you can do two-way filtering. So the genders and sexualities that you're looking for are also the ones that are looking for your gender and sexuality. So it's a two-way filter. So that's Eden Plus as well, and that's one of our number one subscribed features. Then you get unlimited pages of users, so you can keep paging and scrolling. Oh my God, there's a deer in my yard. Just walking around. Um, you get no ads, so all the ads are removed. So no interstitial ads or banner ads. You get height ranges. You can change your location. You can increase the number of photos in your profile. You can filter by verified profile. So we do a real person check to make sure that you're a real person verification that you can add to your profile. It's free. You don't have to we don't charge you to verify your profile or anything like that. So we use an Amazon product for that. And then typing status and online status. I think that's, oh, and changing your location too.
Okay, so all right, here we go. So
I know.
well, I have one other question though, but the purpose of the app is it to get you off the app to meet people, or you know what I'm saying? Like for instance, you don't put no hook into it. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Have you ever been on Grindr?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Of course, who hasn't?
yeah. Okay, now, well, I don't know if they changed it, but it's like if you see somebody, they have this thing called is it tag? Is it tag or I forgot? I think it's tag. If if you tag somebody or if somebody tag you, let's say somebody tag you, and you go to and you punch on their name, they're not gonna let you go no further until you pay another price.
I think if you're messaging, if you're looking at profiles in certain places inside the app, like the Explore tab or something, they limit how many profiles in that area you can message people directly. The main page, the main tab, which is just a scrollable list, a grid of pictures or profiles, which is similar to what we have. We have a grid of profiles. They can just scroll horizontally or vertically.
Yeah.
But I think in some other area like an explore or search area, you can only like message 3 people like per day or per week. I don't know the exact limitations, but
Is
yeah,
that the
that's what
free version you just talked about?
for Grinder. Yeah.
So if you pay, you should be able to do more.
Yes. Yeah. If you pay for Grinder, they have different
Different
um
levels. They have different levels.
yeah, you have like the premium level, then premium plus or platinum, and then each of those different levels gives you certain levels of limitations or freedoms, whatever you want to call it.
Well, let's put it this way. I hope you don't mind me being critical, but you of Grinder. But it's just you can't if you got one level, let's say I'm level one, and if I can't do with level two if somebody tag me or whatever, and I want to talk to them, I can't talk to them until I pay for level two.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. No, we don't we have one level, you pay for Eden Plus and you unlock all features. That's it. You can message anybody. So if a profile comes up in the people tab in the scrollable grid, you can message them directly. There's no like payment needed.
Okay. Now you talk about intimacy, world intimacy.
Hmm.
And my question is, because I've been psychoanalyzed that I have fear of abandonment. And when you have fear of abandonment, it's pretty much hard to get intimate. It's pretty much hard to get intimate with someone personally.
Yeah.
But then when you deal with these dating apps or any kind of social media, it's because Facebook is just as bad. People want to friend you and you don't even know these people. But it's it, it's like, all right, I want to be intimate, but what's the sense of getting intimate with someone on these social media if you're not going to meet them in person?
Right. Right. Yeah. No, it's clearly the wrong person to connect with if they're not interested in meeting in person or sort of going sort of from like 0 to 60 too quickly, you
Yeah,
know? Um, I I tend to advise on connecting with people at the same pace if you're on the same pace with each other because a lot of people rush into intimacy and that's not the way to go. I feel like especially people who have experience like us who've been abandoned before or have been discarded by friends or people. You got to take it slow. You got to take it slow for everyone's sake. Um, so, we as a brand, we try to promote close and intimate connections. This is not a hookup app. We're not trying to encourage hooking up. I think, quite frankly, it promotes mental like some I don't know. I mean, listen, you live your life the way you want to live. You want to do what you want to do with your body. That's fine. But for me, I know that if I'm just like being physical with people without that emotional intimacy, it affects me mentally. It really does. I just can't do it. I can't emotionally or mentally do it. So, the brand really revolves around connecting on an emotional level first, and then, what happens after is great in your own business. But um I think people, people who have that history of, having friends leave for quite frankly no reason. They just, and that's life. People move on. We get what we got out of each other, and people move in and out of each other's life. So I think it's important just as like as a mindset is to move slowly, not to, in order to not, in order to make sure that in order to have that fear sort of not as intense versus if you were rushing into intimacy too quickly with someone. And don't get me wrong, there's beautiful people and beautiful men around all the time, and I see them and I want to connect with them and I want to be intimate with them, but it's like you gotta sort of work it a little bit, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, getting back to your product, I mean, it's like you can meet anybody in the world, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So what I'm getting at is for me, again, I have to say for me,
yeah,
I've had come along, well, being on Grindr, I mean, it's like somebody contacts me from Russia about being intimate and doing all these things. I like it. They always say, we got to learn to be friends first. And then
hmm
my dilemma is, first of all, this is Grindr. So we all know what it's for. And you're all
right,
the way in Russia. So how I said, I'm not going to Russia and you're not coming here. So what kind of intimacy, as they put it, can we have? Obviously, I think it's a scam. When they start doing that, I think it's a scam. But I have heard stories about, I was on television, I heard a story about a woman who actually, I think she went to Africa. She met somebody on a date night. She went to Africa to marry him or something. She brought him here and she married him. And after he became
yeah.
a citizen, he left her.
A lot of scammy stuff out there. Yeah, I've heard a lot of scam stories where people like travel across the world for that stuff. And it's like, no, do not do that.
It doesn't make any sense. I mean,
No, that's people just don't know. They don't understand like there are scam artists out there that are doing stuff like that. Listen, you want to have sort of like a pen pal relationship, which, remember the days of pen
yeah,
pals,
I remember, yes.
back in the day. I mean, you can treat it as such like that, and that's totally fine. We have video chat, audio chat. I mean, a lot of people like, hey, here's my WhatsApp or something. So they sometimes or oftentimes just like transfer over to that platform, which is fine. That is what it is. It's a reputable, world renowned platform. But um, I've been asked by people across the world in Africa and in Eastern Europe, like just to talk and stuff. But like it's hard to be realistic with that,
Yes.
on an intimate level. So I try to strive, unless you're going there for vacation or you're going there for work or you're going to these places for a reason outside of just meeting one person. Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty self-explanatory if you want to like change your location to that place and interact with people there. But other than that, I don't think it's realistic just to have like a intimate partner across the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting talking about the old days. I mean, the old days, we did have pen pals. And I think even in the older days, when the United States was going west, when they had mail order brides,
Yeah.
and then when the brides get there, they're nowhere near the pictures they sent in the mail.
Right. Right. Yeah. No,
Nothing's changed, you want to know the truth, but really, because you have
right.
fake profiles on.
Yeah. People don't look like their pictures. I know I don't look like what I look like from pictures. I think I look totally different in person, but that's just me. Even on video too. I mean, video, it's not most accurate. I have more 3D features than this 2D environment. So I don't know. It is what it is. That's every platform. So it's not like we're differentiating ourselves in that regard. But yeah, you gotta have to sort of go through the motions of like taking it slow. Intimacy is tough and getting heartbroken is even worse. You don't want to run yourself into the ground when it comes to your emotions and connecting with someone too fast who may not be trying to connect with you at the same speed or on the same level. So it's important to just, baby steps with different relationships.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to protect yourself from like the fear of abandonment and yeah, those types of feelings.
Well, so tell us how can, if we want to get your app, is go to like the app stores and
Yeah. You can go to the App Store or you can go to myeden.me.
myeating.me.
Myeden.me.
Okay, all right.
So
What?
myeden.me.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's a new one because I got a new email client dot me. It has dot me at the yeah. So that's a
Mhm.
new because they selling these what are these, what do you call these companies that sell domain names? Now they're coming up with a lot of domain names and they send you emails.
Yeah, no, I mean my email extension is myeden.me. So,
It's fine. I mean, I changed mine twice, but anyway. So Justin, it was good talking to you.
Yeah, it was good talking to you too, Eric.
So I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna put your app information on the, when people see the video, they can go down to see the app information.
Okay, cool.
And I wish you a lot of luck
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
because they make a lot of money. Everybody else is making money, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to make this as big as I possibly can. So we'll see how it goes. I'm doing a lot of podcasting now. So I'm just trying to get out there on podcasting. Potentially might try to get on TV, like local TV,
Yeah,
and get out,
yeah.
show some face, and hopefully it sticks. So we'll see how it goes.
All right. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Eric. I
All right.
appreciate your
And you just heard the craziness that lives inside my head.